Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are back over on the test server. Once again, if you want to get on it, link in the description. Also, we do know when it's coming to global now. It will be about 12 to 14 hours after I upload this video, hopefully. But it's coming soon, is all you need to know. Check the mail, it'll tell you what time. And then we will also have the new Voyage of Wonders that comes out about a day afterwards. I'll have a video out for that as well before it goes to global. So everything's coming, which is awesome. But in today's video, we are going to be looking at Skriath, talking about a few different comps that you can use him in. I have found him in the Arcane Labyrinth on the second crate, so we're going to go pick him up there and test him. But first we're going to do some summons because we've got some diamonds, we've got some scrolls, and see if we can pull him and then test him in campaign, because that would be more nice. But yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so we've got Skriath on the wish list. Let's do some pulls. Who knows? You never know your luck. We've got 20 of these. I'd just rather test things in campaign. It's just, I find it better. Oh, Jesus. Get it. That's actually too perfect. The first summon. Okay, you know what? I'm going to save the rest and we can do it for another new hero when they come. That's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, okay. What are the chances? What are the actual chances? So let's go over here. Let's throw him in. Let's gear him up a little bit, because obviously he's only at elite, so I can only get him to that level. These guys are maxed out as well. So the accounts, you know, the account is a test server account, so it's not G'ing it too much. Let's take our second. I think my second best is on Rowan. Let's take that off. Yes, we are still early game, but that's good because we can test him with a little bit of functionality at elite. So let's find out. I'm thinking what I'm thinking is, because a combo for him is going to be. I really like the Belinda combo. So basically, in my last video when I talked about how I'm not too excited for him, a lot of people were hitting me up with, you know, all the good combos you can work with. I think I'm still a little not so excited about him, just because I was hoping for that really good, you know, healing type hard CC support for the Maulers. However, like people have said, he does synergize really well with a lot of the Maulers, pretty much because of this ability, the Vortex, and a lot of the Maulers just doing AoE damage. So when we look through, like, there's a lot of things he does synergize with. You've got like the Belinda. You can just look through and just pick just about anything that has a close range AoE. It just happens that the Maulers are heavy on it. You've got Brutus, you've got K-Source, you've got Skriath who stomps around on people close range. You've got the Antandra, you've got the Sophia that does the ball, you got Citrana who does the close AoE, you've got Titus who does an AoE fear that groups everyone in. So like, there's a lot of heroes that it really does synergize well with. But once again, it's not what I was really looking for, but if you want, you will find some great synergies with it. So what I really want to test is sort of the range of his suck in and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to drop the Chimera just for testing's sake. We'll probably fail because we've lost our main DPS. And then what I want to do is I want to put the Belinda in. So I want to test this. With the Belinda, she should still target the correct enemies, I'm thinking, because he should pull them into the middle. But let's just have a look, see what we can do. Oh, he's going to die to Sylvina. Okay, so there's his Sandstorm. He's actually surviving not too bad, to be honest. Skrig's going to go stomping. I just want to see him ultimate. Okay, we've got the shield, which is good. Rowan's going to do this. We're going to use his ultimate. Good. Pull the guys in. As you can see, the range isn't massive on it. Right there, the Ira didn't get sucked into it, so she got missed out on. So it is really only that close range thing. I compare it to the sort of range of Iron's grab. You know, if you have him back middle, he's only going to hit the middle three enemies. If you had him in this spot here, he's only going to hit those three enemies. So his range seems to be similar to that. So if they're in that sort of location, it's going to be nice. What I'm considering is, I wonder if he'll survive here. Let's find out. Because if the Skriath can knock her up, which he didn't, which kind of sucks, he's actually surviving a little bit. Lucius, get your shield, please. Nah, he's dead. I was going to say maybe he could have sucked her in, but she goes too far back anyway. So once again, it is going to be a nice sort of thing. But what we might actually do is we might just go over here to the Arcane Labyrinth, and just for the sake of testing, we're going to jump over here. We'll grab, who cares? Let's grab you. And then we're going to grab him. And what I want to see is if we have our ultimates ready, I want to get like a good gauge on what he can do straight up. So now we'll go into this one. We'll pick some, we'll use this version of him because it's probably higher power than 23. What was this one? Yeah, 30. Okay, so we'll do this one. We'll just go with this straight comp anyway, and we'll see the grab potential of it. So let's go in here. And let's not auto, let's just kill everything and get full energy bars, is what I want to do. We've got Rowan's potion, so we should be fine. Yeah, cool. Alright, sweet. So now we're gonna put it on 1x speed. Here is that. I have not seen this one on any of them. Is that new? Oh, it's just a new symbol for it. I do know that one. Yeah, okay. We'll just get that. Okay. So, what I want to test, I'm going to put it on 1x speed, and I want to see, basically, so this one should be alright, because I'll actually put Belinda, we'll put Belinda, we'll see what happens with the Rosalines, because she's going to run straight down to the Belinda, so we should be fine. So what I want to do is go here, and I just want to cast his ultimate straight away, and with the okay, so he does do it opposite himself, because then I can go Belinda, and she's going to miss it, yeah. So he does it opposite where he's standing. I thought he just did it in the middle of the enemies, but he does it opposite where he's standing, which makes him not so good with Rowan. But if I put him here, and I use his straight off the bat, that should get the Rosaline in there as well. And that's when you're going to get some functionality out of it, because then you can just use your ults on 4 enemies. So the Rosaline's a really nice one to use it against, but it looks like she avoided that damage. Let's try again. Let's begin battle. Let's do this. Okay, no, she's in there. She's in there. She's definitely in there. Okay, but that time we must have missed the Wukong. Okay, so it does seem like a very narrow range, which I'm not a big fan of. I just want to say that again, because you'd think it should grab that Wukong for sure. Okay, that time it did. It's very it seems a little bit finicky, but it does work. So there you go. That's his ultimate. Obviously, you get the Sandstorm. Once he gets higher up, you're going to get the more benefits of it, and especially with his signature item dealing more damage to enemies when the Sandstorm's up. But yes, it is going to have that synergy, but I feel like I still prefer Iron in most cases for effectively the same thing of grouping up enemies. Yes, this one is nice if you get a melee enemy into it, and then they keep getting sucked back. But if you're using melee heroes that the enemy melee heroes were attacking, they are effectively going to still do their thing. But they may not be able to attack because it's effectively a repeated interrupt. But it looks like those guys were attacking. Let's try again. Let's have a look. Let's just see if they still attack when he does it. So the Forks is doing his thing. He still gets the coffin off. And he still gets his grab. So the spinning isn't an interrupt. It's just like a visual thing. So they can still use everything that they would use anyway. So it's not as good. Whereas with Iron, when you do the pull, it's actually an interrupt when he does the pull. Yes, Iron does pull him into your backline or wherever he is to start interrupting it. However, this, I don't know, like, yes, it's keeping the enemies away from you, but it's only getting the ones that are sitting, like, this far forward here. So it's not really going to pull back enemies that have pushed forward into your lines because the circle's not close enough. So, I don't know, once again, I'm not a massive fan. Yes, it does have some niche potential, and yes, sometimes you can get a bunch of enemies, like, that push forward if you have, like, multiple melee. Like, here, we'll get the twins to suck into it. So if we go here, and we go like this, but we'll probably... Okay, the Thane used this thing. Let's see if he's going to grab the Thane. He does grab the... Wait, let's try that again. Why is he grabbing the Thane from all the way over there? Maybe he hadn't finished his move yet. So we'll wait for the Thane to move, and then we'll cast this. Yeah, and then he doesn't get the Thane. But if you do have back row, like if the enemy has back row heroes that are melee on the top or bottom, you can effectively get 4 people into it, but it's a matter of timing, because as the battle goes on, you know, by the time he gets his ultimate, you know, heroes may have died, they may have pushed too far forward, and you may be getting screwed already. I like the new logos for these. I like the new logos. So yeah, that's that's pretty much where he's at. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. Hopefully his damage scale is good late game and someone can test that when it drops on global and we can get some use out of him. But like I said, overall, I think I'd prefer Iron over him just because Iron's got that interrupt in it. It's the same sort of thing, and I just like Iron's burst damage and CC more than his, especially considering that the whatchamacallit, that the Vortex doesn't actually interrupt. If it was a permanent interrupt and like they couldn't cast anything while it was going, then it would be good, but they just spin around and still do their normal animations and their normal attacks anyway. So that's the first test of Skriath. We'll go through him again, but definitely has some synergies. I'm just not super excited about him. That's me personally. Let me know what you guys think, but that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.